Yeah, well, it's I suppose people can talk all they want at the minute, but it's a really dangerous place for us to be in at the minute because it's quite similar. We were on the other side, obviously in 2008, where we had come through the qualifiers and people weren't talking too much about it, and that's exactly how we wanted it. And Dublin are exactly in that position now, where people's not expecting too much from them, but I'm sure they know deep down that they can take us, and they'll be confident of taking any team in Ireland at the minute. So it's a dangerous place to be in. We know it's going to be a massive challenge, but it's a challenge we're looking forward to. Whenever you play all year and play through the leagues and the Ulster Championship just to get to Croke Park. Now we're at Croke Park. I think we all know this is where real football starts, and this is where, if you've any ambition of winning All Ireland, this is where you have to produce it. And in previous years, things have seemed to come together rightly for us when we've hit Croke Park. But there's obviously that blip in 2009, and it's almost a wee bit like 2009 this year in that we haven't maybe been fully tested. We've fair enough down, and Antrim had their moments where there was a couple of points in at either road, but I think in previous years we had always had to come through maybe replays or extra time to get where we are now. So it's a dangerous place for us to be in, but I think hopefully we've had the experience and we've been to plenty of places to know that we can't get too carried away with ourselves, and we're going to be in for a dogfight.
And it will be a dogfight because Dublin, at least early on, will be tearing into Tyrone. They have no fear. It's their All-Ireland. They're a new, hungry young team. And they'll be very defensive as well, which will pose problems for the likes of yourselves and the forwards. Yeah,
certainly. I suppose we had first-hand experience of that up in Healy Park, where we were fighting for our lives, trying to stay in Division 1 after good performances against Cork and Kerry, and Dublin come up and they deservedly wiped the floor of us that day. They're a young team. They're very physically strong and very fit, and they were playing to a good system. Now they had abandoned that system and they'd maybe taken a bit of a beating to Meath in Leinster, but now they seem to have gone back to that system, and it is going to be a defensive game. It's maybe not going to be the best game if you're neutral, but it'll certainly be interesting, and it'll turn out to be a war of attrition, I think, in the end up. And fingers crossed we can come out the right end of the result.
Tyrone people have come a long way to be favourites against Dublin, but it sounds like that tag doesn't rest easy on Tyrone's shoulders.
I would say, I suppose most of us have been around long enough to know that favourites tags are what they are. They're more for the guys in the stands and the terraces and for the media to talk about rather than us now. I think we know ourselves that we're in for a massive test. We know ourselves, this Dublin team don't carry the scars and maybe the psychological scars that the previous Dublin teams had, and certainly they won't be afraid of us. It'll be short in their memory that they went up to Healy Park and overturned us with us fighting for our lives, and they'll be confident now we're going down into their backyard, and they've obviously been out the last 2 or 3 weekends. They're on a bit of a roll. We've experienced that before, and sometimes whenever you get on a bit of a roll, a team's very hard to stop. So it's going to be a massive challenge for us. But as I say, you play football for these challenges, and that's exactly what we have on Saturday.